that road. I think it's Charing Cross Road, so it's that road. Straight down.
All down that.
One of the two.
Is that centre point?
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your brother Salahuddin, and we are back in London, on the streets of London, going live, giving dawah to members of the public. Alhamdulillah. We've been away for a few weeks because it's been really cold, and we had a really cold front in the UK. So unfortunately we couldn't make it, but we are back now on the streets with the campaign, Discover the Quran. Alhamdulillah. So brothers and sisters, if you're tuning in, please make sure that you like and share this stream. We want to make it go as far and wide as possible, inshallah. Let me know that you guys can see me clearly, you can hear me as well. We're going to be here for a few hours, engaging with members of the public, calling people to Allah, calling people to the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and teaching people about Islam, inshallah, because it is our duty as Muslims to inform members of the public about their purpose of life, what the Quran is, who the Prophet ﷺ was, and so then at least they are informed, inshallah. So we have this amazing campaign, Discover the Quran, and what better dawah book or material to use than the words of Allah, inshallah. So let me take you to the table. I have a nice surprise for you today, inshallah, and let me show you what that surprise is. So alhamdulillah, Brother Murtada, we have a nice surprise for our team audience members today.
Yes.
Inshallah, what is the surprise? Sorry, bro.
The surprise is the new edition.
Yes.
New cover.
Tell us a little bit
So
about
the
it.
new cover is newly designed. What I can do is show you old and new.
Yes.
I don't have to stay here once one. Would you like a copy? No, you're good, you're good.
Which way is Tottenham Court Road?
Sliding, Tottenham Court Road.
It's down that road.
It's down that way.
So old and new. I thought I'd do old and new. 'cause we've got
Nice.
the old one. You can see the old one, a little bit simplistic if you like. You know, it's aesthetics anyway. But the new one, very kind of like bright white. It's got the logo, iERA, clear Quran, nice font, kind of 3D font. Thematic edition, and it's really beautiful. It's got this like kind of Islamic design, if you like, type of style around the edges. Nice sort of writing, the design there as well. And it's a brilliant book, mashallah. You have to get hold of a copy. You have to distribute this. You have to, be out there and support our work as well.
So tell us a little bit about what are we? What is our organisation name, and what do we do?
So our organisation, I've got it written here, it's iERA. You can see in the white writing there, iERA, Islamic Education Research Academy. We are a UK registered charity that has been running for 15 years in the UK, and we've been doing the work of dawah, inviting people to the beautiful religion of Islam, distributing Qurans, distributing dawah books, giving dawah online, helping new Muslim mentoring, global work, whole villages accepting, tons and tons of projects. Just loads and loads of outreach, if that makes sense, going out, reaching out to non-Muslims, inviting them, helping them understand what is Islam, who are the Muslims, what is this religion? And obviously we propagate and follow a peaceful religion, and that's the main core message. Islam is a peaceful religion that brings goodness and tranquility to societies, not just individuals, right? So that's iERA in a nutshell. We need your support, we need your du'as first and foremost. We need you to sincerely make du'a that this organisation grows, is successful, is sustainable, is existing basically. We need many of these iERAs globally, right? We need many people involved, many people giving dawah. And obviously we're out here, myself, Salahuddin, Sami, the guys, everyone around. Sabur normally joins us as well, he's not here this week, but we're out and we're on the front line. Leicester Square is right in the thick of it, very noisy, busy, hustle and bustle, crowds of people, tons of people cross this road, hundreds and hundreds. They cross every few hours along this road over the duration that we're here. We've already handed out maybe about 5 or 10 copies of the Quran. Sometimes we give it to a Muslim so they can actually give dawah and give it to a non-Muslim. because they want to get some rewards as well. Nothing wrong with that. The main target audience is non-Muslims. That's the key person that has to get it in their hand is a non-Muslim. It's not intended to go to a Muslim. Okay, I've got a copy, I'm going to read it, I'm going to become super religious, whatever. It's all good, and we want that as well, but it's not where the funding goes. Funding is to invite non-Muslims.
And so what tools have you got? I see something in front of you that you're going to be using.
What the chocolates, yeah. Chocolates are here. We've got some chocolates, guys. Yeah. So there's a live example of these guys taking
Handing out
Tell me a
chocolates.
bit about yourself, brothers. Where are you from?
I'm from Sudan.
Sudan and?
Turkey.
Turkey. I'm guessing you're both Muslims, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what I want you to do, brothers, I'll give you a gift of this Quran. It's in English, yeah? It's called the Clear Quran. Full translation of the Quran. And anytime you get the opportunity, you know, your non-Muslim friend, your colleague, your next door neighbor, your school friend, anybody you know, just give it to them as a gift. Say, this is what the Quran is. You've never read it. It's an English translation, easy for you to understand. It's a gift for you, brother, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. And you may take it to Turkey, you may take it across London or wherever you go. I'll give you one as well, brother. I don't want to leave you out. Of course, you as well, brother. Any opportunity, any non-Muslims, you know, who are the what is Islam? Why don't you support? Any say, this is the reason why. In the Quran is the answer.
So tell them about our charity.
Norway. They need it over
They
there.
would love it in Norway.
Tell them about our organization,
So
bro.
our organisation, brothers, yeah, is called iERA. Our charity, why we do this work. iERA, you can find us on Google. I'll give you a card as well. You can donate as well. You can make a donation to the charity so that we can print more Qur'ans.
Do they want to make a donation now? Because we can do it on the QR code.
You'd like to donate now? Alhamdulillah.
Get your phone out, QR code.
Oh yeah, we have to do it through a code, brother. Yeah, we can't do any cash or so. I have to find that code slide.
It's in the staff group. It should be starred, bro.
Okay, starred. Yeah, actually starred. So you just find the code, brother. Yeah, Jazakallah khair.
You live
We're live, brother.
on
iERA. So you know the iERA? It says here. iERA?
okay on Instagram.
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
YouTube, yeah, alhamdulillah. So we come here every Thursday.
Yeah.
We have this campaign, hand out Qurans, we go live, get into conversations, post it up. More people can learn about Islam, more
That's
people can
very
learn about Quran, inshallah.
We donate online. We're a UK registered charity. For 15 years we've been running in the UK, and we get lots of shahadas in Africa, in England, globally. There's people coming to Islam. It's the world's fastest growing religion.
Alhamdulillah. What will happen, brother, is that as you make your donation, you'll be added to our mailing list, and then you get all of the information about the work that we do. You'll see other projects that we're doing, and we're international as well, you know, inshallah. So it's a great way to, number one, support the work. But if you feel the need, you want to go a step further and get involved, we do daah training, we do campaigns. We're always looking for volunteers, you know, inshallah.
You guys have something with the QR code? Because we don't live here, so I have to. Okay, good.
Send him the code.
Checking up on the Wi-Fi.
The code doesn't work, he's saying.
Not the code.
Oh no.
My internet.
Oh, his internet's not working, so you can't.
Give him the image, send it to him.
I'll send you the image, brother.
I love that.
Yeah. So what you can do, take a photo, yeah, of the code. Just put it, yeah, put it on the screen.
I'll do it to my friend.
Yeah, no worries. You going back to Turkey, yeah?
We're right back to Norway, actually.
Norway, okay, yeah, but originally from Turkey, right? Lovely.
Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you guys and keep us in your du'as, inshallah. Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum, bro. Take care, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So, Brother Murtada,
Yes.
mashallah. This is why it's so important. Tell the viewers, you know, it's important to tell the Muslims that we're engaging with
Yes.
what we're doing, and they should support the work and donate.
Yes, absolutely. We cannot run on thin air, right? We need donations, we need money. It's the engine for any charity. So we need your help, your donations. If any of you are watching this, make a little group or something, WhatsApp, a collection, you know, your family, make a pledge, get together, raise some money. There's so many projects you can do. We don't want to be lazy. The worst Muslim is the lazy Muslim. You want to be active, right? Active, engaged, motivated. If you can't come out there and join us for dawah and you feel you don't have the confidence or the experience or the motivation, you can support us financially and you're going to get a share in the rewards of everything that takes
There will
place.
be a link in the comments if you guys want to make a donation. So just go to the comment section. There will be a link for you guys, inshallah. So, Brother Murtada,
Yes.
we're raring to go. Inshallah, we're going to try and get into some good conversations.
100%.
We're going to share it online, inshallah. So let's try and get into some conversations, inshallah.
Hit the ground, yeah.
So So brothers and sisters, mashallah, this is what it's all about. You know, coming out for the sake of Allah and sharing the message of Islam, making the Quran widely available to the non-Muslims. Because at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, we know certain facts, we know certain truths. Number one, that the main job of the prophets was to go out there and tell people about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This was their main job. It wasn't, you know, the job of their everyday, you know, in terms of if they were an architect, were they a businessman, their main job was to call people to Allah. Secondly, we know that these were the best of people, right? So the best people were the prophets and their main job was calling to Allah. Thirdly, we know that the Prophet ﷺ was the last and final messenger. There's no more messengers to come. So who's going to inform humanity? Who is going to inform humanity? It's up to us. As Muslims, it's our duty to go out there and share the message of Islam. Otherwise, these people, they're not going to know about Islam. What they're going to learn? They're going to learn negative propaganda that's being shown in the news, as you're aware, right? When we engage positively, they're going to see that Islam is a force for good, you know, and it's something that can transform a person's life and ultimately give them the opportunity of salvation, you know, by ending up in Jannah. But they're not going to know until we go out there. And so that's what iERA is all about. We're out here, we're calling the world back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this great campaign, Discover the Quran. We're going to try and get into as many conversations as possible. And inshallah, please make sure that you like and share this video so that it can go far and wide, right? So more people can learn about Islam, inshallah. And keep your comments coming in. Where are you tuning in from? Any comments, engagements, we'll read them out. And inshallah, make dua, we're going to have some really good, productive dawah conversations today, inshallah.
Hi guys.
Bite the bullet, do the chocolate. Yeah. Come, do the chocolate. You do the chocolate, I'll do the Quran. You hold that. Yeah? Just stand there.
تبي حلاوة ولا تبي تصور ما أدري.
There we go, just stand there. Three copies of the Quran, guys?
Free chocolates, guys.
All right, have a good evening. Free copy of the Quran, sir? Have a good evening. Free chocolates, guys? Free copies of the Quran, guys? So whenever you get a Muslim, yeah, like three things. Give him the Quran, number one. Give it to non-Muslim. Number two, tell them about iERA, the work that to do, go through it. Those who are not aware. Number three, push them to a donation or something. Yeah. Hi there, how you doing? Where you from, brother? Turkey. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Take care. I picked you up. Three copies of the Quran, guys.
Free chocolates, guys.
Good evening, guys. Thank you. Free chocolates, guys. Free copies of the Quran. Free copy of the Quran, sir. Free copies of the Quran, guys.
Free chocolates, guys.
Keep them where Shaheen, like,
Free copies of the Quran, guys.
Free chocolates, guys.
Have a good evening. Free copy of the Quran.
Free chocolates, sir.
Free Copy the Quran, guys. We copy the Quran, man.
Hi guys.
Brother, can I have one?
Yes. They're actually for non-Muslims, but I'll give you one. It's a Quran in English. When you come across a non-Muslim friend, you can give it to them for dawah.
Inshallah.
It's not for Muslims. You get by your family, and for yourself. It's any non-Muslim. Whenever, it might take a long time. It might take you 1 year, 6 months, whatever. Whenever you've got the chance, your school friend, universities, work, they say to you, what's Islam? You're Muslim. You say to them, I've got a copy of the Quran in English.
I'm going to give it to my friend.
Give it to him. Does he?
Yeah.
Why don't you bring him here?
Allah one day. Allah have it.
Really? Yeah. What's your name, brother?
Yasin.
Yasin. And where are you from? Whereabouts? Ilford. So we're here every Thursday. Would he come here on a Thursday? Or?
Yeah, he might. He's doing charity work for Palestine.
Okay. Do you want to say Shahada here? Would you come here and say Shahada with us? Or say Shahada with you guys?
Like, he's still learning about the religion.
Oh, in the future one day you might come. Yeah, okay. We're here every Thursday from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Between 4 and 8 o'clock. Take another one.
Christian? Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Nice to meet you. But how? You will meet English?
Come on, so do tag team, yeah?
Well, whenever there's a conversation, you just work with it.
I don't speak English. I don't speak French. Do you speak French?
No. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Je suis perdue. Je cherche le bus ici là.
Sightseeing. Okay.
C'est ça là.
You want the bus stop?
Yes, the bus stop.
Hold on. If you hold this, let me have a look. It should be in here. So it's here. Okay. So we are Oxford Street. So we are Oxford Street, yeah? I think basically what you have to do is you see this one, 43, this one here, Piccadilly Circus. Okay, Piccadilly Circus is basically, I know where this is, Piccadilly Circus, yeah?
Okay.
Basically you go straight down here,
Down here.
and then that, you see this stop here? Here? This one, 5 and 6? Here?
Okay, and we are where are we now?
We're here.
Okay.
We're here. When you go straight down,
I will.
be here. Yeah? Straight down.
Merci.
No problem. Take care. Hold on. Alhamdulillah. So, a lot of people again looking for directions here in central London, asking for theatres, asking for tube stations. That young lady, or that lady was looking for directions to the bus stop for tour guides. But the question we really need to ask these people is, what direction is your life heading in? Do you believe in God? You know, that's the first question. And if you don't, then why not? And this is where, alhamdulillah, when you have a methodology of giving dawah, like the GoRap methodology, you can go through a series of questions so that you can present the reality of this world and Islam to them. So for example, when you ask a person, like that young lady, said, I'm not really religious. Next question would be like, do you believe in God?
I didn't see
And
it.
if they say no, ask them why, but then you give them a compelling reason to believe in God, right? So a compelling reason is obviously the design argument. You see elements of order and design in the universe. Whenever we see that, there tends to be some sort of designer behind that, right? And so there's many different analogies you can do. So then you can show them that God actually, it makes more sense to believe in God than not believing. You know, rather than believing this all came by chance, you know, and we're just a product of a blind random process. It makes no sense whatsoever. So there must be a God, and then next step is then to talk about the nature of God. What is that nature of God? Because there's many different models of God out there. There's polytheistic ideas of God. There's triunion ideas of God. But obviously in Islam we believe in pure monotheism. So we need to present to them that the belief in one God is the pure, true understanding of who Allah is. And then you go on to obviously talk about the Quran itself, that this is a guidance, we've been created for a purpose, to worship Allah, and we need guidance, we need an instruction manual, and the Quran is it. And that was delivered through the Prophet ﷺ, who is our role model, who we follow to implement this. And this is how we'll be successful in this life and the next. And so the Go Rap does that for you, in a very simple way. So if you haven't done so already, go to the website iERA.org or go to training.iERA.org, and then you can learn how to give dawah through the Go Rap methodology. Inshallah, that's what we're going to be doing. Inshallah. Copy of the Quran, bro. Take this. Inshallah.
Have another one. Milky Way, you've got. Milky Way.
Much love, brothers.
No
Love.
one takes it, you see.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So look, the chocolates are working. Alhamdulillah, people are taking chocolates. Murtaza's handing them out. And then obviously I'm following up by giving them a copy of the Quran. And then if people are compelled to stop, try and get into a conversation, inshallah. So alhamdulillah, this is why it's so important to be out there. I think, look, the brothers having conversation. Let's get into it, inshallah. Go this way. Okay, the conversation's over. No worries. Put it back here.
That tag team tonight, the Quran.
Inshallah, we'll do it.
Hi guys, please come today.
Good copy of the Quran, sir.
Have a good day.
My gloves are squeezing. Yeah. Three copies of the Quran, guys. Free chocolate. Free chocolate. Three copies of the Quran. Three copies of the Quran, guys.
Hi guys, free chocolate.
Copy of the Quran, sir. Have a good evening. Copy of the Quran, sir. Copy of the Quran, man. Copy of the Quran, guys. Three copies of the Quran, guys. Alright, have a good evening. Thank you. Three copies of the Quran, guys. Have a good evening. Three copies of the Quran, sir. Copy of the Quran, sir. Copy of the Quran, sir. All right, have a good evening. Thank you. Copy of the Quran. Have a good evening.
Hello sir. Please take a chocolate.
Oh, look, as simple as that. Guy came and he just took a copy of the Quran. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I was talking to that.
So you can see the tag team is working, mashallah. That's handing out the chocolates, and then I'm following up with copies of the Quran, inshallah. We'll try and get into a conversation as well. Copies of the Quran, guys.
Okay, inshallah. Okay, inshallah. Okay, you will call me back, yeah? Tomorrow morning. Okay, inshallah, no problem. Because I will record it by my phone and make it easy for me. Jazakallah khair. Thank you, brother. Salam alaikum. That's why he says interview.
Are you trying to be
Just interview, just live.
a life
Okay.
They were Iranians. Those guys, they seem like Shia Iranians. They were trying to say that they believe that Jesus is God, and then they said Jesus is a reflection of God. I said, what does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean as a reflection of God? Because I asked a very simple question that pointing to Murtada, if Murtada said that he was God, would you believe him? And of course you wouldn't. Why? Because he's a human being. He needs to breathe, he needs to eat food. So I made the case that, look, no human being can ever be God, right? Because human being is a creation of God. No human being is divine in any way, shape or form. So obviously when we're speaking to Christians, number one, we have to show them love by saying that, you know what, we have many things in common, but we believe in all of the prophets, you know, that are mentioned in the Quran. And these names are also found in the Bible. But what was their message? Their message was to worship God alone. And when it comes to the identity of Jesus or Isa alayhi salam, we believe that he's a prophet of God. You know, he's not God. And you know, this is where most religions get it wrong. What they do is they either deify a human being, i.e. make a human being divine, like they did with Isa alayhi salam, right? Jesus, they made him into a god when he was never a god, he was a creation of God, right? Or what they do is they humanize God, right? They take God and try to humanize God, right? And you find that in many polytheistic religions. So our job as Muslims is to clarify what's in the Quran. What does Allah say about Isa alayhi salam? That he was a slave of Allah. His first words when he came, you know, and he spoke to humanity, defending the honor of his mother. He said, Abdullah, I'm the slave of God. In that one statement, everything is clarified. Who God is and who he is. And that's the important thing. So most people, when you speak to them, do you believe that Jesus is God? They don't actually believe that. It's something that is being promoted and they just follow it blindly. But when you question them and you push them, a lot of people say, actually, you know what, that doesn't make sense. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, when you do that, that's a one step closer to bringing them to Islam, inshallah. So let's try and get into more conversations, inshallah. 2 copies of the Quran. 3 copies of the Quran, guys. Have a good evening.
Have you read Quran? Like 3 copies, please.
3 copies of the Quran, guys. Just one, brother. Bro, don't give them out like that. Bro. look, it's important as well, you know, when we're out here that people don't say too
You
many.
read Quran, the three copies, please.
I believe in Islam, I believe in Jah.
What is Jah?
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
I believe in Rastafari. I got no problem with Islam.
So what?
I used to live in Saudi Arabia.
No
These
way.
Muslims were cool guys.
Yeah?
Not because they did kickflips or they were good on the floor. Basketball, but they were cool that way. They were cool guys.
Yes.
Naturally, they were just cool.
Cool,
They
cool,
weren't
yeah.
evil. They
Yes.
were cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I get a sweet?
Yeah.
Give
Please,
us
brother,
sweet.
please.
So when you said Jah, I don't know much about Jah. Tell us about Jah. What is Jah?
Jah is Rastafari. Jah is King Haile Selassie the first.
Sorry, speak a bit louder, Connie.
King Haile Selassie the first.
King Haile.
Selassie the first.
So is that God or just a human being?
God.
It's God.
Human being.
A bit confused there. Is it a human being or is it God?
It's God. King Haile Selassie to me higher than God.
No, it's for you anyway. Take it. Have a read.
Have a
See what
read,
you
brother.
think.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Now, as you can see, this guy was Rastafarian. It's not really all there, you know, basically.
I just want to
And look, he said he believed in Jah, yeah? Methodah, yeah?
Yeah, something
He,
like
was,
Rastafarian.
he wasn't all there,
I
right?
think he had a couple of the old tipple.
He had a couple of tipple.
Yeah,
But we did offer him the Quran.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to articulate what does he believe, what is Jah, right? He said it was King Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
I said that's a human being.
Yeah.
And then I said, is he God? And he said, he's God and a human being.
Nicely done.
Again, doesn't make any
The
sense,
whole
right?
soup is out here, the whole mix, isn't
And
it?
this is why the Quran is so important,
Yeah,
right?
guidance.
Because guidance, Allah clarifies who Allah is in Surah Ikhlas. Say He is God, the one and only, one true God that we believe in, right? And so when you clarify these things and make it simple for them, then they will understand that this is the true understanding of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then inshallah from that, they'll go guide us. But look, the good thing that he did say, what did he say? That he had lived
Muslims are good friends, good people, he said.
in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
He said, we don't know whether that's true, but he said he was living in Saudi Arabia and he had good conduct of Muslims. And where does that come from? That comes from Islam. You know, the characteristics of a believer that the Prophet taught us, you know, inshallah. So even that's a very powerful form of dawah, you know. When we're out here, handing out chocolates, being friendly, smiling, yes? What other characteristics are good for dawah, bro?
Just be approachable, like you say, smile as much as you can. You know, just be warm and like welcoming. You know, handshake, exchange name, offer the chocolate, offer the Quran. Don't force things.
Yeah.
Just leave it in a naturalistic way. Be welcoming is the main thing, you know. And just be helpful. You know, you see someone do something, drop a glass bottle, it doesn't smash, pick it up, put it in the recycler.
As long as it's not alcohol.
Yeah, do good things basically, you know. Do good things, be friendly. It's very straightforward basically, you know.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So we're going to try and get into more conversations, inshallah. You stand here. You stand that side, I'll stand this side.
Yeah,
Do we still have the Spanish one?
maybe.
Yeah, it's in the bottom there.
Where is it?
In the bottom, on the bottom.
In the bottom.
So what do you believe, brother? What do you believe? You believe in God, yeah? You believe in one God or many gods? One God. Okay, can we record it?
Only.
Islam is Spanish Quran, yeah?
So do you believe Jesus is God?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Have a read anyway.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Nice to meet you.
Alhamdulillah. So look, Murtada, what just happened?
So the guy came, he speaks Spanish, I think he's from Spain, and he basically wanted the Quran, and we had a translation in the Spanish language. It's very important, not just English, we need all the European languages, the world languages, Chinese, Mandarin, German, you name it, we need a whole load of languages out here as well, because it's a tourist hotspot, and we get a whole mix of people, inshallah.
Inshallah. Good work, bro. Good work, inshallah.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, 3 copies of the Quran. 3 copies of the Quran, guys. 3 chocolates. Free chocolate, 3 copies of the Quran, guys.
Hi guys.
forward. Because it's like people don't want to come to you. Chocolate, 3 copies of the Quran. Yeah, we're from a charity doing dawah to
Translation.
It's for non-Muslims.
Yeah, but you know for dawah, right? For dawah, you give to a non-Muslim friend, your friend. Inshallah, غير المسلم. Yeah, you give to them for dawah, for dawah.
Want to make a
As a gift, as a gift. As a gift.
You want to make a donation? Support the work? You want to make a donation?
عندي انا من السعوديه
نعم.
عندي سواد غير مسلم
في المملكة غير المسلم قليل.
ايوه
ولكن هناك أكثر
ولكن عندي في السعوديه
نعم.
سواد ضايف غير مسلم اكثر من
جيد،
الجلال
جيد، جيد.
اريد ان اعطيه
ممتاز ممتاز. جزاك الله خير، جزاك الله خير.
اعطيني واحد ثاني او
Tell him in Arabic to make a donation. Arabic.
It's just, it's a bit difficult, bro. I can't say all that wording, you know.
تعطيني واحد ثاني تعطيني واحد اخر واحد احتفظ به وواحد اعطيه سواد
Tell him actually to go to the website.
Get some who can speak Arabic. Yeah.
Tell him just go to the
If you go
website.
here, I think this website, Google, iERA, and it's our charity.
ولكن
Speak to him, bro. It's Arabic. Tell him to about iERA and the charity.
واحد اعطيه سواد
He's coming.
كيف حالك؟ طيب انا من السعوديه
So Murtada, whilst they're having the conversation, alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
we're just speaking to him, and obviously
So the brothers from Saudi Arabia,
you were speaking in Arabic to him, right?
a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, he was just saying that mainly in Saudi Arabia. I think what he's saying is mainly obviously Muslims. There's not many non-Muslims. But
Yeah.
some of the drivers, he's saying that the taxi guys and the workers or whatever, these guys are, some of them are, I think, non-Muslims. And he
Right.
could give the Quran to them, he's saying.
Alhamdulillah.
And I think he wanted another one, so some he spoke to him and he took another copy.
Inshallah,
So it's amazing.
inshallah.
Dawah all the way in Saudi Arabia. You know?
Alhamdulillah.
What is the link of donating?
It's on the. It's not on here. It's on the on his phone.
On his phone?
Bring it out, inshallah.
If you want to donate later, I'll ask you. برا الآن برا من ده؟ لا I can. اوكي ما مشكلة ما مشكلة. شكرا وفقكم الله. امين امين شكرا.
That's the link there.
Show it to him.
Take a picture.
وفقكم الله انا اسعد بهذا المنظر
It's alright. It's not on there. Alhamdulillah. So what just happened, Murtada?
So basically, the couple from Saudi Arabia, hopefully they're going to donate. They took a picture of the QR code.
Show us the QR code.
Yeah, I just put it on my screen. It's a blue and black one there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do they do then?
So they'll take a picture. They'll scan that on their phone. Takes them to a website, a link, and they can donate. Inshallah.
شكرا جزيلا
Shukran.
Thank you,
Assalamualaikum.
thank you.
Take care, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So look, even Murtada talking to Muslims. Yeah, you were speaking to him in
Very
Arabic.
fruitful, yeah. I just practiced my old Arabic a little bit. So he said, yeah, like he said, mainly there are Muslims in his area because it's Saudi Arabia, obviously. I think what he was saying was there's a few taxi drivers and workers like that are non-Muslims and he can give them the Quran. Maybe they're from India or something like that. They're Hindus or something like
Inshallah,
that. So
yes.
you can give them a Quran. They can speak some English. It's dawah getting done, basically. It's amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
Amazing.
Alhamdulillah. That's why it's so important to be out here.
Yes.
Let's try and get into more conversations,
Let's do the
inshallah.
tag team, so that I do.
Yeah.
Hey guys, got any chocolates today?
Free coffee, free. Like what?
Let me get some more Quran. Good copies of the Quran, guys. If you haven't done so already, let us know in the comments what do you think of the new design that we've got for the Quran, inshallah. Do you find it more appealing? Inshallah, let us know what you think and we'll read out the comments, inshallah. We copy the Quran now? Have a good evening. He has one. Michael.
Where are you from, brother?
Originally from Tunis.
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 You could say my grandparents are from India. But my parents are from East Africa.
Alhamdulillah.
In India, how is it doing there? It's tough, huh?
It's a bit tougher than
Three copies of the Quran, guys. Three copies of the Quran.
You should have moved all of you to Pakistan. They left you there. They made another second.
Tell him about our charity, bro.
It's down. It's down.
Three copies of the Quran, guys.
Spreading a good
Donate here to the charity. If you ever want to make donation, you can find us on this. And you can donate online as well. Yeah, you'll print more Quran, look after them, what you do, give you daah, take care. Nice to have you.
Alhamdulillah. You know you've got
On your desk was an A4 acrylic.
Yeah, that's the volunteers.
but we can just use it when we come.
Maybe, yeah.
You know you've got your QR code, just print it out, A4, and we'll bring it and we'll leave it
Yeah,
there.
that's a good
Rather than grabbing your
Yeah,
phone.
no, should stick in there.
Yeah, we'll just put it up here.
Yeah, no.
Is that called? Is of me. That
You got the Quran, guys?
yeah, main one. They make that rabbi. They have
So brothers and sisters, as you can see, it's really busy here in the streets of London. As you can see, it is packed. You know, alhamdulillah. Like I said, we're outside the Palace Theatre here. Famous Harry Potter theatre,
For the
yes.
lady who took a chocolate.
Yes, yes, here you go.
We're giving out
Free copies of the Quran. Are you guys, here you go.
Thank you.
Are you guys religious at all? Do you guys believe in God? Do you follow a path? You're Muslim? MashaAllah. Where are you guys from?
Algeria.
Algeria. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. We're basically handing out Qurans to non-Muslims so they can learn about
Yeah, I
Islam.
think it's better if you give it to someone who doesn't.
No, but you can give
I
it-
do have in Arabic. I prefer
No, but-
it in Arabic.
You can give it to someone you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get the rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friend at work or someone you know,
Yeah.
your next door neighbour.
Yeah, ajr.
Anytime, yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Maybe not tomorrow, in the future, you know. Yeah.
So we're a charity, UK-based charity. Our focus was giving dawah to non-Muslims. So we give out Qurans, we have dawah training, we do new Muslim programs as well.
How is it? Do you get people listening?
You know,
Somebody became Muslim here.
Oh, mashallah.
our operations are, we're in over 30 countries. And so this last month, we got over 16,000 shahadas. 16,000 people embracing Islam, you know, from across the world. So people are coming, and the Prophet ﷺ said that this, you know, Islam in the last days, many people will embrace it. And the message of Islam will reach everywhere, you know. And so as Muslims, it's our duty to go and tell people,
It's hard to convince people.
look,
It takes time. It's about stubborn. And
But it's worth it.
you go. Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
No, it's for you then. It's for non-Muslims, a gift we're handing out.
Why are they giving out the free?
Good luck. We can
Alright.
check.
Thank you. Brother, would you like it? Okay, inshallah.
Hi guys, free chocolates.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I think, yeah, look, it's important. We don't just hand it out willy-nilly though. Yeah, we need to check, obviously, if they're Muslim. Get into a conversation with them as well, inshallah. It should be there. Free copies of the Quran? Guys.
about Jesus.
Method.
Just because people are choosing the Jesus of God as a son. I can go on with Quran. So this is it. If we talk about that, then where is his daughter? Where is his grandma? Where is his father? Another one you're gonna, no, I want to see his uncle. Yes, and so on and so on. All this is point I got.
That's why I accepted with Islam. But the other point,
by the way, I'm Jewish. I also like my culture, but I did my research. I start with Bible. I know about Torah. Now, yeah, that's what it's all about. Now, going and getting information, reading it, and making an informed decision. What we say about Judaism is we believe that this is our religion. That was the religion that was given to the previous believers. So these days, I want to feel something spiritual. If I pray, like for example, how you pray, I want to feel the sometimes if I speak to God, I feel the spiritual, not as Christian or just a direct connection. Like direct, and I take the message back, like he said, don't do this or don't do that, or I can feel it, but I don't know if this is the right thing or.
Look, at the end of the day, there's no compulsion in religion. No one's forced you to believe, right? You can just go and look at all the information, like you said, the Bible, the Torah, look at the Quran. If you are sincere in your heart, meaning you really want to know the truth, like you have that sincere conversation with God, God will guide you. God will show you this is the truth, this is false. What we say about how do you know Judaism? It's the previous prophets like Moses, Abraham, even all of those previous prophets before the Prophet Muhammad.
I have Bible, sorry, I have the
method class again.
I have the management for that.
No way. I got them about a year ago.
Cool.
A year ago.
Do you like it?
It's good, but you know what? I mainly use it for the audio. Because, because just audio, the audio. Sometimes I think more video, but yeah, it's pretty good. I'm waiting for the next generation.
How are you doing?
Next year, yes. But look, going back to the point, right? God, at the end of the day, is not a God of confusion, right? And so, God will make things very clear if you're sincere. You just have to be on a journey of me, myself, I wasn't born as a Muslim. I was born as a Hindu. My parents are from India. So I don't know if you know much about the Hindu religion, but very different, right? Really different, many idols, many gods. So I followed my family's tradition. But at some point, I started questioning, a bit like you. It must be something that's making like, I don't feel it. Things don't make sense. There's no this journey, searching, and then everything is like a touch point. And eventually, God will make it very clear. And I think, look, for me, why the Quran, why Islam makes sense? Because number one, the concept of God is very clear. God is one and eternal. God doesn't have no children, has no parents. And God is not a man. And also a thing yeah.
There I can accept from this law. What I'm I always ask this question. Okay, being like a father.
Exactly. Like I always say to a lot of people, like, if you saw a human being right now, and you came and walked to me, and you said, I am God, do you believe it? You would say, definitely not. You never accept it. Because you know he's the same as you. And you know you are not God. He's a human being. So any religion that basically professes where human beings, God is the ultimate. That should be very clear. And you know, most religions, where they get it wrong, they keep choosing either human beings God according to human beings, or they deify the human being. So that the Jesus, the Christians, what they did, they took a man and they made him God. He never proclaimed him. He's just a man, and that's just like Moses, just like Abraham. You find these names in the Quran.
No, I want to take it on myself. Guys, nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
What was your name?
My name is Wolf. Like
Khan. Okay, nice to meet you. Oh, okay, my name's Salahuddin.
I read a book about Salah.
That's right, yeah.
He's a good leader. He's Kurdish, right?
Yes, that was it. But look, we're here every Thursday. If you
I'm
have
not
any
from here,
questions,
I'm just for working. I'm from Germany. Yeah, I got the book. I want to make research. Is there also, do you have social media?
yeah. So if you go,
Is there something where I find you?
so if you go into this website, it's
Like a free copy? Have you read it? Free copy free?
and then basically
Like free copy free? Free copy for a free?
you can do a search, and that's our organization, you go to our social media channel, you can learn a bit more.
Okay, I would make research. That kind of smart. I like to.
Thank you. SubhanAllah. So look, in that conversation, mashallah, the brother is from a sort of Jewish background, and what he was saying was that he wanted to feel a connection with God, and the way that he was doing that was just by having a one-to-one conversation, no intermediaries, and he wanted to feel that. So I explained to him the concept of God in Islam, how Islam is a continuation of the previous prophets, Musa alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he really connected with that. And he said he doesn't believe that God is a human being. So he's going to read it, inshallah. He's from Germany, and we ask Allah to guide him, inshallah, to the truth. But look, that's the power of being out here. He's just passing by. He's a tourist, and we gave him a copy of the Quran. He's been looking, he's been searching, and inshallah may Allah guide him. He seemed like really sincere in terms of wanting to know what Islam teaches, because the concept of Tawheed, he said 100% I believe that. SubhanAllah, imagine that. And how do we know that this is the case? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has built us or made us with the fitrah, this natural innate disposition to believe in one God. So he has that. He's searching. He's looking for Allah. He's crying out to Allah. But he doesn't have the information. So brothers and sisters, our job to flip and give the information to humanity so they can be guided, inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, let us know what you thought of that conversation. Inshallah, keep your comments coming in. We'll try and get into more conversations, inshallah. And I think when it comes to the Quran, we've actually handed out quite a few copies of the Quran, inshallah. We've still got maybe about an hour and a half left, inshallah, of this live stream. So please make sure that you like and share this stream. And number two, you can also get involved in the work that we're doing at iERA. MashaAllah, we are a global daah organization in over 30 countries. SubhanAllah. We have over 1,000 people giving dawah across the world. Alhamdulillah. And we do all of these different types of campaigns like Discover the Quran. And just last month, brothers and sisters, we got over 16,000 shahadas. SubhanAllah. 16,000 shahadas. So people are embracing Islam. We also support new Muslims. Alhamdulillah. That's a major part of the work of doing dawah. We do new Muslim retreats. We do new Muslim mentorship. We have materials that we distribute. Just last year, we distributed over 300,000 different materials across the world. Alhamdulillah, and that's what we're about. And so we are a charity, and of course, none of this would work without the help and support of Allah, but also the donations. So if you want to get involved, check out the website, make a donation, support the work, and get the ajr. Get the ajr, the reward of doing this work. SubhanAllah. Because if you get involved, say you make a donation, and someone out there, one of our dua, is handing out dawah materials, or someone orders a dawah material, or they have a conversation, and that person is guided by Allah, you will get part of the reward. And what is the reward of someone embracing Islam? Literally, what that reward is, every action of ibadah that they do. Imagine when they take the shahada and then they start practicing, right? Because we teach them. We teach them about Tawheed, we teach them about wudu, purification, we have classes, we teach them about Salah, we teach them about Ramadan. So every time they perform an action of worship, like wudu, you get that reward. Every time they perform the Salah, you will get that reward.
Every time they recite Quran, you will get that reward. They fast. Maybe they have money and they'll perform Umrah and Hajj. Even if you haven't done so, you will get that reward. So brothers and sisters, you know, there's no better rewards system out there when it comes to ajr than getting involved in the dawah. And you know, brothers and sisters, we desperately need your help and support, because we need more people to learn. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is print more Qurans, print more materials, pay people so that they can do this full time across the world. And the real vision of iERA is to help be part of the fulfillment of that hadith, where Islam will enter every home. So we want to create a global network across the world that we have du'at, we have campaigns, we have Qurans, and we have new Muslim programs, right? And it all feeds itself. It's not going to happen by itself, brothers and sisters. We need to do it as a community and step up. So that's just iERA in a nutshell, inshallah. Get involved, support the work, inshallah, and you know, most importantly, make dua for us, inshallah. I'm going to try and get into more conversations and get the word of Islam out there, inshallah.
Chocolates, guys.
There is none. Something said, I didn't choose much. You put in the place, put in your Bible, and this you can leave. Yeah? But do you have any evidence that there is no God? I can prove to you millions of evidence that there is no God.
Right now there's God. Irrefutable evidence. Okay, so look, very simply, you know, just like a very simple example, your jacket, yeah? You believe someone made that? You know that, yeah? You know someone made this, right? 100%. Did you see the person make it? How do you come to the conclusion someone made that even if you didn't see it? I tell you what, an element of ignorance inside, and this jacket could never ever come into existence by itself. Never. It could never. So look, the point is, you as a human being, you're much more complicated than a simple jacket. You have a soul, you have a bloodstream, you have DNA, you have information, much more than a jacket. So if the jacket, you come to the conclusion that someone made this, you didn't see them, and when you look at the universe, you look at the world, using the same logic, rationale, what makes more sense? Someone made it or someone didn't?
Have you read Quran? Free? Free copy of Quran, free? Do you have faith? You believe in God?
No. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. No, I'm not Muslim. I'm Nepali. I'm Nepal. I'm from Nepal.
No, you are. You are somebody. You are not.
I'm Buddhist.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you,
Welcome.
You see, that argument you use doesn't make any sense. You believe in love.
I'm nobody. You are somebody.
Your girlfriend, yeah? You believe in love?
How told you this? You are not.
There's no love. I told you. If I said to you there's no love, would you believe me? Okay, you feel it, right? You understand? Can you measure it?
It is,
See it?
There's a
there,
Quran
right?
in English.
What about radio?
I have the Arab
I know,
Quran.
but this is for non-Muslims to give to your
I don't know, I'm Muslim.
Where are you from, brother?
From Bahrain.
Bahrain, okay, nice. mashallah.
Does it exist?
Thank you, brother.
Because there's evidence, right? They don't see the creator, but there's evidence. There's evidence. You don't need to see God. It's all a question of what makes more sense. Is there a God? No God. What makes more sense is it makes more sense that there is a God even though I didn't see that God. You see, then the next step is if there's a God, why did God create Did he say that it's in guidance, it's in the book?
Chocolates, brother?
SubhanAllah. So, Betada, let's get into this conversation, inshallah. It's very important, yeah? Look, so this guy was an atheist, right? Complete atheist. And he didn't believe in God.
Can you give me the code? Can you give me the code?
QR, yeah.
Okay, he's going to make a donation, but let me tell you just what happened. SubhanAllah, and it was so profound, right? And this is why, brothers and sisters, it's so important to, come out here, have conversations, but also be trained in how to, have a simple conversation. This young guy, he was an atheist. He came up to Brother Sami and said, like, you know what? There's no God. He's an atheist. So then I thought, you know what? Let me jump into the conversation. And I said, look, we can prove to you without a shadow of a doubt there is God. And I use that simple example of a jacket, that even though he didn't see the person who designed or put together his jacket, he knows that someone made it. There's no way it could have come, by a blind random process. He would never believe that. Right? And then he agreed on that point. But then again, he tried to say, well, you can't see God. So then again, I used a different example. So sometimes, you need to really, go through a process of just using different examples, different analogies. And the point I was trying to make to him at the end, because you want them to think. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran to get people to reflect and to think, right? And so what I told him was at the end of the day, you've got two ideas, that there is a God, there is a no God. What makes more sense? What's more logical, most rational? And he had to agree at the end of the day, because we are logical, rational beings, that it makes more sense that there is a creator than there not being a creator. Okay, you can't see God, but doesn't mean that there is no God, right? And that's the whole purpose of life, is that this life is a test. You can't see Allah, you can't hear Allah, but we're here to be tested. Are we going to still believe? But there's compelling reasons to believe in God. You see signs of God all over. And so, subhanAllah, in that small conversation, in that one example, he literally went from being an atheist to being a theist. Because he said, that makes more sense, believing in God, right? And the belief in one God. That's something that he needs to think about. But look, at the end of the day, because we had that conversation, he took a copy of the Quran, and may Allah guide him. But this is it, most people are out there, they are basically having, living their lives, they have no concept of who Allah is, they have no concept of believing in God. We're living in this secular, irreligious society, everyone's just sheep, right? But until we press them and say, look, have you considered this? Your worldview that you're following, that belief in a God, what makes more sense, right? And to basically press examples and analogies upon people so that they can think what makes more sense, the belief in God. And then, if they're willing to do that, then the next step is then, if there's a God, why did God create everything? What is the purpose of our lives? And this is where, the Quran comes in. So alhamdulillah, that was a really good example of a conversation, where you take someone from a worldview of being secular, atheist, just because everyone else is following it, and using examples to change that worldview,
and bring them one step closer to believing in Allah. So may Allah guide him, alhamdulillah. And so I'm going to try and get to more conversation.
And it's not analysis of intelligence test. I'm just curious to know what people know.
How you can deal with that?
That is basically all I know. Okay, that's how you describe the Quran, if you like. Yeah, in my term. No, of course. Yeah. Where are you from? South Australia? New Zealand. New Zealand. Kiwi, right. Kiwi, right. Okay, so what about Islam? What do you think?
Very ignorant.
Okay, no worries. What about your friend here? What do you think of
Studied a bit in secondary school. I mean, also a lot of our the second religion after Christianity would be Islam.
As in the biggest world?
Yeah.
To believe in the one God, right? So we don't believe in multitudes of gods. So we have conflict of wills. We believe there's only one, the all-powerful. There's only one, the all-knowing, etc., etc. Even in the definite article, the THE, the it notes that it's one, right? So we strictly believe God is one and unique. So there's nothing like unto him. He's not like an animal. Yeah, he's totally distinct. He dwells exterior from the universe. You know, he's transcendent. He's completely separate from the universe.
Muslim?
The universe is down here. He's distinct and separate. But he's the uncreated creator. Nothing created him. He always existed before time, space and matter. Right? And he's the first and the last. Two of his names. Christianity is called the Alpha and the Omega. In Arabic, in Islam, Awwal, the first, one with no beginning.
And plus you don't know what he will do with it.
The one with no ending. So that's
we don't take that risk.
Would you sort of say, would you make that jump in your heart and say, I
English
believe there's one God? Deep down, I'm not trying to
And
push you anymore.
you say to me that we do a study about Islam. Which study do you do about Islam? Remember that you come here, you don't have any problem.
Are you guys family or?
If I'm asking you this question, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
Do you love your friend? Not like in
or something.
how would you measure love?
You understand? This you take like
I need
since
to
why
believe
I'm
something.
asking
I need to see something.
that's love.
This is what we're saying. Like, you know, this idea that I have to choose something in order to believe.
The holiday now.
That's not necessarily the case.
The holiday.
That's not how you live your life. So for example, this jacket wearing, believe someone made it, right?
المغرب بلجيك من
For the logical reasons come to that conclusion. What we're saying is, look, when you see elements of design and order, that makes your logical rationale.
كاين واحد اخر هنا
There must be a great
في تشاينا تاون كاين جزيره قريب تشاينا تاون سميتو سوهو.
all of these things.
انت when we see these
These are design.
يقول most evidently
They're not necessarily
Soho is just only here. Soho and wood green.
And again, when you even just break it down from the perspective of what makes more sense, something coming to existence, design, random process without
هذاك مفتوح دائما الاخر هذا في ركوع يصلي ويروح يفتحوا الصلاه يغلقوا في الصلاه يعني فتح الصلاه كما تقولوا المغاربه في باب الكيس.
Yeah, no, but before we get into that,
Who was this revealed to?
yeah, look, before we get into that, we
It
have
was
to.
revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, the final messenger.
Yes, the final message. When we get into that, we have to establish the existence of it, right? Because then you're agnostic, you're sitting on the fence, right?
She has no
Before we get into
clue
any do's and don'ts of the Quran,
Me,
or
for example,
Muhammad, you have to establish what makes you
see,
belief in
and they have to make you understand. So
that's what we need to sort of
then good to see.
establish. If we don't establish that,
When you have full comprehension, if I'm telling you like a story, you take it like a story and you go. I have to, I need you to admit first point, then after that you admit the second point, and then you have no way only to accept Islam. If you reject it, that is it. Now like sister, and everyone has
The guidebook to life.
yeah, this one has his way, my way, his way is different. From another brother his way, and you find it hard, you find that what is you.
Seeing this.
They're saying same thing, but someone is saying, wow, I like this. That the sound is really good. You see, for example, music. They like music because there is something
So when I find the mountain came
that makes us do with the tone, with the word, why you like it. You see someone, he listens to music, he just listens like this. Someone you found him doing dancing. Someone he jumping. Someone he don't care. Like me, for example, I hear and go on. I think the tone that's why you see music is full of. Have you seen, for example, in music someone?
2 hours just
Someone he his finger,
you know how many times the wine
200,000 people make them jump with his finger.
look, this is a man.
Have you seen that? You talk about it? What? How
Obviously,
is it?
my God first.
I will tell you how. There is a.
I'm guessing you guys come from like the family of parents, right?
Me, I came from very kind of.
Would like one?
My grandma is
Muslim?
yeah. My parents were very open.
This? Are you Arab or? Are you Arab Muslim?
No,
Pakistan? You don't have one? You don't have? Is that why you want to give to someone else?
Like a chocolate, brother.
Then why you just only put things in?
He wants it to read it, brother. Yeah. sorry. Brother, take a chocolate as well. Then. All right.
How is your relation with Allah? Good? You pray? 5 times a day? What about your knowledge about Islam?
What was the end goal?
I know
The end
my
goal
man,
was
they are here.
come to truth, right?
He's waiting to
That
fight.
way. And so that's what we're saying.
I'm not, I'm
At
faithful,
the end of the day,
brother. Okay.
there is
I
an
just only
ultimate
I'm
truth.
trying to like to have it.
We're all human beings.
And you know what? With all the religions, we should find the common denominator. What is the same about all the religions? We need to find evil. You know, what's corrupting us? What's corrupting the young minds? What is it? Yeah, that dirty word out there. Yeah, that's corrupting the young minds. It's so easy, it's so accessible. That's what I believe. All the religions unite together to fight the evil.
common goal.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. We've got to rush off to dinner. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Well, we don't shake hands between men and women out of respect. So like family members we do, so it's because we respect you.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a good read. Have a good read.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, we're here every Thursday.
Perfect.
Right, so you have a read.
Can you do this?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Can we say this?
If he sent you that, there is a reason why he sent you. Yes. Because it was you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, sister. Alhamdulillah.
Is it right? I'm going to post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just like...
This is not really how much and they thinking they are doing good. Because it doesn't have meaning. Now scholar come here. Until he found that you make a mistake, then we will intervene. Don't make a mistake and after you make a mistake in history or something like that, you will not care. You will go.
And you as well.
When you make a mistake, that is
I'm for money donation myself.
these people just really come and do some conversation and do the thing that when you become again is Muslim.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
You become
Do you want to give a few words to our audience? Inshallah, what you just said about the work that we're doing and what was happening? It's recording with live.
Okay, hi. Assalamu alaikum to the world out there. These brothers are doing a great job. This is their way of doing dawah. We can do dawah in many, many ways. And and what you're giving out for free to the people out there is a special book of guidance.
Yeah.
And may Allah guide you and myself and
Ameen.
everyone. And the angels are saying Ameen, same for you.
Ameen.
So it's good to make dua for others because the angels, which we believe in the angels, just like Christians do. They say Ameen to our duas.
Jazakallah khair.
Free
Alhamdulillah.
Palestine, save Palestine, inshallah. I've been to Al-Aqsa, by the way.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So,
I've been twice.
Alhamdulillah. So, brothers and sisters, MashaAllah. Again, amazing conversation. Murtada, let's talk a little bit about that conversation with the couple, inshallah.
Yeah, so one was a Christian sort of background, and one was agnostic, atheist agnostic sort of thing.
New Zealand, right?
From New Zealand, and she was from England. And they were really good at listening, they had good knowledge of Islam to a certain degree as well. When we said something like, what do you think the Quran is, they had some semblance of idea. The young guy obviously didn't really know what Islam was about. I explained it, the belief in one God, who is that God, why we worship him, who he is, and stuff like that. The key thing I would say in that conversation was that we gifted a Quran and we encouraged them to read it, because everyone's on this sort of like journey or distance of discovery, and they need time and they need that like environment to come closer to Allah.
You know what's interesting is when we're speaking to people, he said he's agnostic but comes from a Christian background.
Yeah.
And she said, look, I'm a Christian background. Most people are irreligious today, yeah? Meaning even if they come from that tradition, and you find a lot of Muslims like this as well, yeah?
Sure.
They're not practicing the religion.
No.
So I think like what we did there was really good, which was, before we get into any of that, let's establish the existence of God, because he was like agnostic, right? And he had that same example, which is like, I can't see God, so I can't believe in God. So how do you address that, Murtada?
I mean, I just sort of like turn the tables, so to speak. Right? I'll say to them, like, can you see your mind? Like what you did, Can you see your mind? No, but it's there, right? So there's some things in life you cannot see them, but with certainty, otherwise you'll go mad, right? You know that they're there. Same with God. He's the ultimate I can't see, right? You cannot see God, right, in this life at least. You cannot see God, but that's what the whole reward system is about. We are worshipping a being that we cannot see, and he's going to reward us for that tremendously. Allah knows we never saw him for a split second in this life. We never visioned on Allah. We never, saw Allah with our eyes, right? And he's going to reward us massively, because it is totally iman. It's a leap of faith, and that's where the massive reward is coming. And the reward, as we all know, brothers and sisters watching this stream, Sladi and myself, we know it's the paradise. It's an infinite life. So the reward is infinite for doing that jump of faith. When you look at it like that, you realise it's small,
Hi.
Are you related to Rukia?
Not the Palestinian.
You want to...
No, she just wanted to.
Oh, okay.
So that's the fundamental thing that you've got to understand, is that you're making that leap. So in that context, after what this guy said, it doesn't seem that mysterious or big. You're worshipping a being, you can't see him, you can't see your mind, it's there. Yeah, you can't see the middle of the sun, but it's there, right? Something's there, some matter, and therefore you're going to be rewarded. And you don't just wait like a mindless zombie or person just doing rituals and rites. You don't just wait on a journey. You basically get rewards in this life as well. Yes, brother.
Sir,
yes.
all the people in the world Islam is just
Shake your hand.
What's your name? Tell them a little bit about our work.
Charing Cross.
For example, paradise, what can we do? We will never visit it. If you start to calculate what give charity, was a car to make your hand become, and they save you from yeah? Maybe now you don't see it, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show it. Was a disease come, was a disease come, what?
So coming back to that conversation, the main thing is, look, when we're out there, he was agnostic, but you used an example, you got him to think.
Yes.
And you know what was interesting? He changed his mind after that.
I'm not going to pay you for that.
No worries.
Where's the square?
Right down.
Just treat yourself. It's Thursday. Yeah, of course you can. And can we give you one of the copies of the Quran in English? It's a special gift.
Oh my God.
That's the sweetest
no,
thing.
don't give me that because I've got to carry it. I've got no money like that. I'll ask you.
What about your friend? Would you take it?
Absolutely.
All right, have a great
But
evening.
thank you for the chocolate.
No worries, no worries. So again, look, subhanAllah.
Are you Muslim? Why we this story and we know
You're not Muslim.
and you know what do you believe? I just want to sit to them. What happened that the hypocrite they left and second day they hear that Quraysh they come
Believe that God
they
sent
told them
down messengers like Jesus, Abraham, Noah, Moses, guide humanity. Believe that the Prophet Muhammad was the last and final messenger. And he came with the Quran, guidance, to show us how to live and to attain salvation.
this Prophet something called companion this go back
That's something that sounds
to this
interesting.
and hypocrite this is what we do. You already believe, yeah? Only that
Okay. Look, in the Quran, it actually says,
when they saw them, they get scared of them, they left.
right?
How they do injuries and all this stuff and still they come to stand for
Say your prophet,
you see,
he is God.
test how much you speak this test.
Yeah. Then God, the sustainer, needed by all. You believe that he never had any offspring, children, and he doesn't have any parents. You believe that? And there is nothing like comparable to God. You believe that? Nothing you can imagine. That's not God. God is beyond creation. I believe that. Yeah, if you have the belief of a Muslim, then if you believe that, the next question you have to ask yourself is, why did God create me like this? Why do you exist? What is my purpose? We say the purpose is contained within the Quran. It gives us guidance to live a good life, because this life is not the only life. When we die, we believe that we're going to be judged by God. And based upon what we believe, what we follow, we'll either be punished or be rewarded. Rewarded with paradise, which is eternal. But you never read the Quran? Have a read of it, yes, for you. Yes, free of charge. What was your name, brother? Alexis, nice to meet you. Follow Hadith. I've been to Mexico and Honduras. South.
The Quran in Spanish would be better for you than English. Yeah, I've been studying history.
We're here every Thursday at this time. If you have any questions, come and see us. Yeah? All right, take care.
Subhanallah. So Matada, come here. Like, what happened, bro?
Right, so we just met this guy. He's very polite, very humble. Came over very quietly.
You gave him a chocolate.
I gave him a chocolate. Yeah, he took a chocolate. He had the belief in one God, totally inside his heart. He believed in one God. Starting spoke further about.
What did I ask him? What was the first question? You said.
Yeah.
What did you say to me?
I can't remember now. It was a bit of a long.
So what is what happened? He gave him a chocolate, and then Maduda said, Saladin, give him a Quran.
Oh yeah.
Before I did that, I said to him, are you
Muslim? Yeah,
are you a Muslim?
Yeah,
and he said no.
Yeah.
So this is important to qualify.
Yes.
Then we got into the whole conversation,
Yeah,
right?
conversation, and then starting asking at one point about, explain to him about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the prophets, and that belief, basically the belief of the Muslim, and that was it. He's basically, deep down, he's a Muslim, he's on a journey. Maybe one day he's going to become a Muslim.
And he took Quran.
He took the Quran, he's going to read the
He
Quran.
was shocked. What was the question he asked him?
Oh, yeah, same old thing. How much do I pay you for it? He couldn't believe we're giving out the miracle, the Quran, for free. Yeah.
So we told him, look, we're here every Thursday. If you have any questions, come and join us. But when I looked at him, I thought he was Muslim. I'll be honest with you.
He had a beard and stuff, yeah.
But look, you never know, brothers.
Never know.
You never know.
Absolutely.
And look, the chocolates work, right?
Chocolates are a treat, yeah, they were amazing. Yeah.
All right, we're going to continue, inshallah. Let me get some more Quran.
Yeah.
Three Qurans, guys.
اي انسان تحب
Muslim.
تختلف
You have any non-Muslim friends? Give it to them, inshallah.
واحد يقرا القران
Three copies of the Quran, guys. Looking very smart tonight. Three copies of the Quran, guys. Copies of the Quran. Three copies of the Quran, ma'am. Three chocolates. So brothers and sisters, let us know, what have you thought so far of the conversations that you had? Keep your comments coming in. What do you think of the analogies that we're using to get people to think? Actually, let me read out some of the comments. Look, like, I'm going to go into YouTube and read out some of the comments, inshallah. Right, let's see what we've got, inshallah. And live, so here we go. Let me just read out some of the comments. Keep your comments coming in. And brothers and sisters, please, make sure that you like and share. Let's make sure that this goes far and wide. Alhamdulillah, we have Patrick earlier on said he's calling from Malawi. Assalamu alaikum. We have Abdul Osama Productions. Support from Tunisia. Assalamu alaikum. Love from Kashmir. MashaAllah. All over the world, guys. You guys are tuning in. Alhamdulillah, we love you from Rwanda. Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum. May Allah reward you. Mims S. And for your work. Yes. Alhamdulillah. And support the work so you guys can get the reward as well. Inshallah, you can donate by clicking on the link. Inshallah. And Sister Aliyah. Alhamdulillah. Psycho. May Allah keep you warm. I mean, yes, alhamdulillah, it's a lot warmer. Alhamdulillah, not as cold as the last few weeks. And assalamu alaikum, and alhamdulillah, yeah. Brothers, keep your comments coming in. Keep on sharing it. Keep on liking. Tell us what you think of the conversations that you've been tuning into. Inshallah, how have they been? Anything new that you learned? Anything that you think that we could have done differently? Inshallah. And support the work, brothers and sisters. So let's keep on trying getting into more conversations.
Hi guys,
no worries. Take care. I told my kids very sensible advice. Free chocolates. Free chocolate, free coffee and Quran.
هذا بتقول لك لما انت تتعلم حاجه وجمك ما انت مش عارف تفرد الشيء اللي
chocolate, free coffee and Quran, guys. Free copy of the Quran, guys. You guys are greedy, man. They like taking handfuls of chocolate. Supposed to be only one. Copies of the Quran, guys. Free copies of the Quran. Free chocolates, guys. Chocolates, guys, free copies of the Quran. I think we got about an hour to go, Matador.
Yes. So what time is it now?
7. So in about an hour and 10 minutes, inshallah, we're going to be finishing up. So inshallah, in that hour, make dua that we get into more conversations. We hand out Qurans. I think Murtada, we've handed out a lot of Qurans, right? 30, subhanAllah, 30 Qurans, brothers and sisters, that we've handed out in just a couple of hours, inshallah. Free chocolates, guys, free copies of the Quran. Free chocolates, guys. Have a good evening.
Okay, inshallah.
Where's Nadeem Ashraf? He said he's supposed to be here. Nadeem Ashraf, you're supposed to be here. Where are you?
Hi guys.
Free copies of the Quran, guys. Free copies of the Quran, guys. Chocolate. I think if only people cough, you're going to get a bit of surge, inshallah. Free chocolates, guys. Free copies of the Quran. Free copies of the Quran. Copy to the Quran. Copy to the Quran, sir. Have a good evening. There you go. Quran. The chocolate, guys. Have a good evening. You copy to the Quran, guys. Are they Iranian? There you go. Thank you.
My friend knows it.
Straight down Charing Cross Road. Straight down Charing Cross Road. Straight. Yes, you took a copy of the Quran. You know, alhamdulillah. Get some more. Like. Inshallah, but we need to look. We have to get into conversation. All this thing we really need. Follow it up. Yeah. Two chocolate. Did your tactic work? Can you just give chocolate? Then you follow it up. Then you don't want to just stop there. Start with the chocolate. Start with the chocolate. Chocolates, guys.
Like a free copy, free.
Chocolates, guys.
Have you read the
Chocolates, guys.
free copy, Quran free?
Oh, how you doing, brother? Alhamdulillah. You copy the Quran, man? Have a good evening. Just what did you do?
They just said about the Jehovah's Witnesses. Look, they're just behind us here. Free Bible course. They've got it in Polish language. They've got it in multiple languages according to Salahuddin. And they've got their stalls there, their little stands. They're pumping Christianity, pumping the Bible. So the question that arises in my mind, where are the Muslims? What are they doing? Football, PlayStation, I'm not saying it's haram, but I'm saying give to Allah. Come out of the bubble, start giving dawah. This is the life of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. From beginning to end was dawah. All the time, constant sunnah. So we want to be giving dawah, guys, yeah, inshallah.
Yeah. Mashallah, so we just got the brother just alhamdulillah just came and gave us the donation. I'll give it to you. Brother does the cash man. But look, alhamdulillah, like Murtada was saying, is look, Jehovah's Witnesses, they are so committed. You know, they've got a system, they just stand there, they don't really even engage. They wait for people to come up to them. But they're like all over the world, right? And they are committed, subhanAllah. Where is our commitment? Where is our effort? Where is our hard work? Brothers and sisters, we need your help and support. We need more people to get involved in the dawah, you know? And they don't get paid, by the way, right? They just volunteer their time. And they're expected, as a community, if you do research on Jehovah's Witness, that they have to basically give up a certain amount of hours every month for the sake of sharing the message. Where is our commitment, brothers and sisters? How many hours are we giving every week? You know? So brothers and sisters, you can get involved very easily. Go to the website iERA.org. Many different ways you can support the work and get involved.
So I didn't leave my phone with QR code for someone to donate.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Here you go, sister. Alhamdulillah. So alhamdulillah, like I said, look, even when we're out here engaging with Muslims, also to remind them importance of the work, but also their own connection with Allah. What's their connection with, you know, and to remind them of our obligations, our duties, and our purpose in life. But then they can also support the work. So like here, mashallah, the sister made a donation. Alhamdulillah. Murtada, just tell us what happened.
With the sister here? Oh yeah, the sister just came to, basically I thought she was trying to take a Quran, but she didn't take it because she already had one. She took another one. So I said in the future you might come across another, because she gave an old Quran to her friend. So I said do it with our Quran, give it to one of your colleagues or whatever. So she'll do that. But she also wanted to donate. So I gave her the QR code, the link, she scanned it, she's got the website, you know, on the phone, and she's going to donate inshallah.
What's the potential reward of someone donating? Tell the people.
It's endless, it's endless. You know, this could be the one thing that gets you into the paradise that you gave to the work of dawah. You know, you donated your money, charity, anything done with sincerity, Allah will elevate you. And that's what we're looking for. You know, everyone, they're looking for elevation, we're looking for goodness, we're looking for rewards. We're looking to get closer to Allah. That's the main thing. This dunya doesn't matter. The dunya is fleeting. It's a cursed place. It's temporary. You know, it's just like hasn't got the value of worth, right? It's not worth clinging to it. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the root cause of all evil is love of the dunya. The minute that enters your heart, you start to attach to anything from this dunya. Pleasure, this thing, that thing. When you attach to it and it goes above the love of Allah, you're in trouble, basically, right? So we want to give dawah. The sister very kindly is giving dawah, and she donated as well. We've come across multiple Muslims today. They came along, they donated, they're giving money, they love this work, and I'm sure you guys do as well. I'm sure you love this work. So where you're sitting on your armchair, on your chair at home, you can make a donation. Go to the iERA website, www.iERA.org. You can donate online. You can do a pledge in a collection with your family, gather some money, donate in one go, £1,000, £10,000. It's easy when you have many people. You know, the saying in English, the expression is many hands make light work. So when you have a whole army of people, you can overturn the mountain, inshallah, right? Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair for that message. Inshallah, we'll try and get into more conversations. We've got 1 hour left, brothers and sisters. So let's make it a good one. You go with the Quran, sir? All right, have a good evening. Good chocolates, guys. Good chocolates. Good chocolates, guys.
One is asking.
Yes.
They speak for hours asking for money, but never tell you how the money is spent.
Okay, alhamdulillah, mashallah. That's a really good question. Jazakallah khair. And so look, let me just give you the foundations, inshallah. iERA is a dawah organization that was formed in 2009 with its sole purpose of focusing on giving dawah to non-Muslims. And because we're a UK-based charity, we require funding to do our activities. So what do our activities comprise of? Number one, we have over 1,000 duat across the world several hundred of them are full-time, so they're doing dawah full-time across the world. Secondly, we require money so that we can print dawah materials, we can print copies of the Quran. You see all of the banners and the tabletop, all of these display stuff the brother is showing you. All of this requires funding. Someone's got to pay for it, and so we're trying to replicate this. We also do new Muslim support, right? So we have retreats that we book for new Muslims so that we can teach them the basics, educational classes. When you put all of these things together, subhanAllah, you understand, in order to be effective in doing this in the 21st century, we require funding. Like I said, when we look at the Christians, in terms of how much they spend in comparison to how much the Muslim community spends for this missionary work, we don't even amount to 1%. One organization spends £1 billion a year on just missionary work. 1 billion. Imagine, that's how much they spend. We're not even spending $1 million, right? And so this is why, if we're going to counter that, if we're going to get this message of Islam, this is why we require that funding. So we can pay for full-time dua, we can pay for dawah materials, we can pray for printing of the Quran, we can pray for all of the campaign that we need to print so that we can make Islam attractive to the people. We need to pay so that we can do all of the administration that's required to run an organization, a global organization. We require money so that we can support new Muslims, provide the resources, print the books like Fortress of a Muslim, the Seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, prayer guides. We do obviously all of this filming and editing, right? All of that requires. So all of this costs money, brothers and sisters. But remember, you're spending on the best thing. Nothing is greater than spending for the sake of Allah and sharing the message of Allah. Imagine you make that donation, the reward you're going to get is endless, and there's so much barakah. So I hope that gives a basic insight into what we're using our funding for, inshallah. And you can go to the website, you can go to the charity website, and you can look at our annual reports. It outlines where we're spending all of this money. But seriously, we need so much more so that we can get more people doing this across the world. Billions of people don't know about Islam. And look, what is the information that's being spread by the media, by the governments? Islam is negative. Look what's currently happening, right? How are we going to counter that? By funding, brothers and sisters. So, Jazakallah khair. I hope that answers your questions. If you have any questions, keep them coming in, inshallah. Happy to answer them for you. Can you go to the Quran, guys?
Hi, guys. Right time to wave
Chocolates, guys. Have a good evening.
Is that the same?
Yeah, same. It's the same one, yes. You believe in God?
I don't want to speak.
Okay. Okay, have a read. Look, we're here every Thursday.
Okay, sure.
Have a read. If you have any questions, come and see us.
Every Thursday, right?
Every Thursday around this time. Yeah.
Okay.
4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, we're here.
Okay.
What's your name? Ricky. Nice to meet you. Where are you from originally?
My family's from China.
Oh, nice.
I'm very interested. We also have a big
Yes, I heard. Yeah. Millions of Muslims in China, yeah.
Okay.
Have a read and come out. Would love to come and speak to you again.
Sure.
Come back.
All right. Thank you. Take care. Take care.
Hold on, look. So,
China's not.
alhamdulillah, this heritage is Chinese. But look what he said. He said, I've always been interested in the Quran. Alhamdulillah, brother Sami gave him a copy of the Quran, mashallah. And he took it. And what did he say? He said, I've always been interested because there are a lot of Muslims in China. So again, you never know. Because usually when people think about Chinese people, they think they're closed off. You can't talk to them, you can't have a conversation. But look, that goes against that, because Allah guides everyone who's sincere. Our job is just to make it available.
And you notice that he said he's really interested in this book, the Quran and Islam. He mentioned the Muslims in China. In a way, it's like a pre-becoming Muslim kind of comfort that he's saying there's Muslims in China. He's got a family there waiting.
Social proofing.
Yeah, social proofing, yeah.
That it seems that Muslims are there already. So, inshallah, we told him that we're here every week. So hopefully he'll come back for another conversation.
Free copy of Quran, free.
Have you read Quran? Free copy. Take one, please. Free copy of Quran. Like free copy, free. Free copy. Anyhow, free copy, free. Guys, free copy, free. Like one, free.
Have a good evening.
Have you read free copy, free? Free copy. Have you read it?
Two chocolates, guys.
Free copy, free. Free copy of Quran.
Two chocolates. Two chocolates, guys.
What happened? He jumped, man. He need ruqya.
Two chocolates, guys. Two chocolates, guys.
Free copy of Quran, free. Like one, free. Like one.
Chocolates, guys.
Free copy of Quran, free. Have you read it? Free copy of Quran, free. Like one. Like free copy of Quran, free. Like free copy of Quran, free. Like one, free. Have you read it? Have you read Quran, free? Free copy of Quran.
Chocolates.
Like free copy of Quran? Free. Free copy of Quran.
Copies of the Quran. Two chocolates, guys.
Free copy of Quran.
Two chocolates, guys. Copy of the Quran, sir. Have a good evening.
Last Christmas song. It sticks in your head. All those picture things last Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Who comes to the Quran, guys?
Free copy of Quran.
Quran, guys.
Free copy of Quran, free.
Quran, guys.
Like one, free.
The only one I have are like, I get more
Free copy of Quran, free. Like one, free.
You can definitely tell that we haven't been here since Christmas.
Yeah.
Like the mood of the people, and they talk about this, right, in January. So we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Tell us what you were saying in the car.
So basically, there's a bit of a lull, isn't there, or a dip, you know, in their happiness, you could sort of say, because they've gone into January, not January, January, W-O-R-R-Y, because they've been spending like mad during Christmas, the run up to Christmas, all through December, whatever. Money's been blown, and now there's a lot of debt, credit card debt. You know, there's the worries basically. So people's mood dips. You know, January they're not spending so much. They're trying to recuperate the money, and you can pick it up in the atmosphere here. Got the odd people.
You felt that, yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't as bustling. You know, people were overjoyed with sweets. Now it's a little bit like maybe the sweets are taken in desperation because it's like no food sort of thing, right? So that's how it is. But it wasn't as flowing. as it was back in November,
But
September.
the important thing is what?
The important thing is to keep grinding.
Yes.
Consistency is key with the dawah. It's not about dawah once every 6 months and that was your dawah for your life. It's not like a club where you give your card and you've done your bit for your life. No, it's a consistent thing throughout your life. You have to be giving dawah.
Yeah.
Every opportunity.
Whether they're in a good mood or a bad mood, whether they're feeling jolly, we got to be out here conveying the message. That's our duty, and inshallah. Look, this is the cure for their January, right?
Yeah.
This is the cure because they're depressed, they're sad. They thought that Christmas was going to bring all of this amazing joy. Once it's over, they realize they're back to their old depressing life. Because what does Allah say in the Quran? That verily in the remembrance of Allah, the hearts find peace. Right? What does that mean is you won't find peace unless you're thinking of Allah.
Yeah.
That's why all of these guys are looking for escapism, other things, but they will never find true serenity and happiness.
Tranquility, yeah.
And that's why we're out here. Look, tell them, look, this is you want true happiness? Connect with the Quran, connect with Allah. And all of those Januaries will then fall away. We'll try and get into more conversation. Copies of the Quran, guys. Chocolate. Chocolate, 3 copies of the Quran, guys.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you very much. I already have spoke to some of you guys on this dispute. I've read some of
Chocolate. Have a good evening. Copies of the Quran? Have a copy of the Quran, sir? Have a good evening. Copy of the Quran, sir? Have a good evening. Copies of the Quran, guys. Chocolates. Copy of the Quran, sir. Chocolates, guys. Chocolate. Chocolates, guys. Chocolates. Chocolates, guys. Have a good evening. Chocolate. So brothers and sisters, as you can see, it's very busy here. Obviously that's the stall.
Alhamdulillah, Murtada's there. It's bitterly cold, but alhamdulillah, we're still out here giving dawah after all this time. Inshallah, there's conversation going on here. Try and get into it. Okay, no problem. Get back here, inshallah. We didn't want to be filmed, so it's important, obviously, when someone says that obviously we respect their wishes. So we're going to try and get into more conversations over here, inshallah.
Free chocolates, guys, free chocolates. Chocolates, guys. Free chocolates, guys. To the Quran, guys. Chocolates, guys. Chocolates. Chocolates, guys. Welcome to the Quran. Get in there. Have a good evening. Chocolate.
No, man.
Alhamdulillah, we handed that one. He took some chocolate and then Alhamdulillah took a Quran. Copy the Quran, sir. And Quran, guys. Good chocolate. Quran, guys. Good chocolates, guys. Good chocolates, guys. Chocolates, guys. Chocolates, guys. Have a good evening. Chocolate guy. Thank you. Have a good evening. Chocolate. Any copies of the Quran, guys? Any copy of the Quran? Are you Muslim? Oh yeah. Where are you from? America. Which part of America? Wow. Texas. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. So where your parents originally from? Sorry, Dora? What does that even mean? Okay, so tell me, you believe in God? You believe in God, right? I believe God is Come a bit closer, I can't hear what you say. So you say God has a different purpose for every race?
I think God has a different purpose for every race.
What could lead you to that conclusion?
Is the difference.
But we know, living in the 21st century, with the advancement of science, and everyone is saying the same.
I didn't say that everyone.
No, the topic now, we're talking about human beings, which is great. Let's stick to that point. Right? So, when you see cats, different colors, are they different cats or are they different variants? They're not different colors. But are they still cats?
Yeah, see, that's why I'm not talking about heaven. Because if we're talking about heaven, we can talk about the, what's the term? What's the term for the term that we're on? Homo sapien. We're talking about heaven, we can talk what is heaven for Homo sapien. If we're talking about religion, each race has something.
That doesn't make sense. You logically follow it through. That means there's a different God for each race.
No, it's the same thing. But the other religion, by a weaker chance, because it needs to be equitable. It cannot be everything has to everybody.
But it is. Because if you look at Muslims, there are different races all across the world. There's Chinese Muslims, Japanese Muslims, African Muslims, European Muslims, Asian Muslims, right? And the message is the same. You see, and it's universal. They have no problem following the message, worshipping God. It's universal. There's nothing inherent about their race that's preventing them from practicing Islam. You see, so that universal message is applies. It doesn't. That idea of race.
Yeah. What you're saying is basically that in order for somebody to consider
no, what I'm saying, we as human beings, we're all the same. Regardless of race, race is not important.
Islam and
God is the creator of everyone. Whether they're Jew, Christian, Muslim, non-Muslim, right? God created everyone.
I'm not talking about God, I'm talking about like Muslims.
But where do Muslims take their teaching from? God.
They have their
But don't they take their understanding from the word of God, the Quran? Look, my advice to you is, have you ever read the Quran? This is the curriculum, right? And it's designed to read the very seeds. My suggestion is to use the logic to follow what you're thinking. Because at the end of the day, No, as human beings, we're going to die. God's law. And
So like the book, the interpretation of the book, if it's coming from Sahabis that means religion.
oh my God, Allah says in the Quran,
God preserved the book, but did it not preserve
interpretation.
It's like my quote never go away. But I do. But the book is like the book, like it's clear. But when the person has bad, I'm not gone, like it's dead. So you have to leave behind something to continue to be the body.
How do we follow Islam? Through the two main sources. Okay? The Quran, the word of God, and the Hadith, the saying and the action
That's also a
of the Prophet. Yeah, but of the Prophet Muhammad. This is a manifestation of this book. How to apply it.
There has to be a physical representation.
No, but that doesn't make any sense. Every human being must die.
No, I know, but you can
You understand? Time goes on.
You can pass it down to
Yeah, how do you do that? Through addition of Quran and
but then that means that person can be almost equivalent to Prophet Muhammad.
no. How would the Hadith preserve? They were written down, they were memorized. To this day we have
Pero no como ayer, ¿sabes?
We don't need to see the Prophet Muhammad to follow it. It's all documented. What's all documented is the narration. So I don't see the Prophet Muhammad to follow it. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because Prophet Muhammad is not eternal. He died in the but his teaching, the way that he could rule his life is the Quran. But we follow him as a role model.
I'm gonna give you a good example.
Yes, give me a good example.
I'm gonna leave after this example.
No problem.